WWE 2K24 just had their roster reveal update, so we've got brand new names, some that are going to be making it for the first time into the series, and I'm really excited to go through this list. Plus, we've got more news to talk about with regards to embargo dates and what's going to be coming down the pipeline. So outside of all of the 2K trailers that we have seen so far, we've got brand new names confirmed by 2K24's account and who are going to be in the game, and some for the very first time. We can confirm now that Alba Fire is going to be in the game, Thea Hale from NXT, which is great. We didn't get to see Thea Hale in last year's game, despite there being Chase U. I really am glad that she's going to be making it in, and she's into the base roster. Bad Bunny is making a return to the game. The question I'm going to have about Bad Bunny is, are we going to see the 2K23 version, like that was in the base game that we had for pre-order bonus, or are we going to see his Backlash attire version of Bad Bunny? That's the one that they sold separately when the game already came out. I think it was around September or October of 2023. So I'm going to be curious to know which one are we going to get in the game. But there's also community creation, so if we need to update some attires, people will do it. Jey Uso is in the game, which is no surprise. There's been a ton of t-shirts that you've seen in the preview footage with main event Jey Uso. Hopefully we get the most updated Jey Uso. I hope for him and Jimmy, they include his updated music and theme song for the game, because those will be big wins. Bronson Reed, someone that I am personally very excited that is going to be in the WWE 2K game. Bronson Reed was not in 22 or 23. If you guys remember in 2K22, right around that time, Reed was supposed to be, according to reports and everything back then, Bronson Reed was supposed to be part of like an NXT pack. But I believe around that time he was released by WWE. And so he wasn't in the game. And then in 2K23, he wasn't in the game either. And then he finally made it back to WWE. So I'm really happy Bronson is going to be in a game. Just big men slap meat is gonna happen right there, brother. Maxine Dupree is also in the game. Now, hopefully this will be Maxine Dupree current version that she's doing with Alpha Academy, and we're not gonna get the old one, which was with Mr. LA Knight, pre-LA Knight. Well, Vince's version, Max Dupree. What wasn't that just terrible? That was just awful what they did to him. Thank goodness he's LA Knight. But Maxine Dupree, hopefully it does mean that we're going to get more of the modern version of Maxine. I can't wait to see her too. Isla Dawn is also making it into the game. We also saw the preview screenshot that they released of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn for the game, and I was really blown away by how detailed their models look. So it gives me hope that with new wrestlers, new superstars that are going to be like debuting for the first time, I hope it means that those scans, those models are going to be really accurate. And the final reveal is going to be Tegan Nox is making it a comeback to the series. This is wonderful. I really thought last year they would have added Tegan Nox back into the game with like her 2K22 model, because we did get Candice LeRae and Mia Yim as free additions to the game, and I was kind of holding out hope all year that along with DLC they would have thrown someone like Tegan Nox back in there. So Tegan Nox has changed her look a few times since coming back to WWE. I wonder which version of her is going to be included, but nonetheless, great additions, female additions in the roster. It's going to be pretty substantial too, and we have no idea what DLC is going to even look like at this point. Nothing has been revealed yet. So even with the DLC and what we're seeing here that's being revealed for the base roster, it's starting to beef up. The only concern I would have is if we're going to see like a bunch of like John Cena's or a bunch of Rey Mysterios like we did with the previous two games. We'll have to wait and see. But what we will not have to wait and see about is going to be, when are we going to get more information, more reveals? Well, the embargo dates are thrown at you, brother. So I was fortunate enough to be invited by 2K for their 2K Community Day event. I was invited as a guest, and it was really, really cool experience. And I'm really excited to be able to share with everybody like what we have learned about the game. So we are able to, though, officially reveal the embargo dates for everything. So the embargo dates are as followed. For February 23rd, you're gonna have the play embargo reveal. So being able to show off the different match types. This would also coincide with like the roster. As we're seeing roster reveals right now, we would then be able to see more of the roster at that point. But this would give you guys a chance to see things like any of the matches that are in the game, the new match types that have been announced, and being able to see, and I'll be able to give more information about what it's like to play those matches. February 26th is going to be the showcase embargo. So that's where you're going to be able to see some parts of the showcase mode for 40 years of WrestleMania, and you get a better sense for all of the different matches that are going to be revealed in that mode. So February 27th is going to be the My Rise and Create reveal. So with that, you will see reveals from different creators for the My Rise story. You have the male and female story confirmed by 2K, and you'll get a look at the creation suite as well. So being able to show off the creation suite for 2K24 and what you can expect from it. And the last one is going to be February 28th. You'll see My GM and Universe mode. Looking at what's new, what's different for My GM and for Universe mode. And I'm very excited to be able to share a lot of this stuff with you guys as we go through for the next like 2 weeks, and then getting into the launch of the game itself. We also got the confirmation of the official soundtrack for the 2K game, and also knowing that this person is going to be, I guess, DLC within the game itself. So whether this interests you or not, I don't really care that much regarding the soundtrack for the game, because a lot of times you go through a lot of the music and then I'm just like, I mute that and then I put on entrance themes if I want to listen to NWO or just Triple H's entrance in my head over and over again. You gotta get Motorhead. But there are some good tracks in here. I mean, it's all debatable, but the cool thing is that you're gonna be able to get Post Malone as a playable character in the game. Don't know what DLC pack that would fall under. We did get the likes of Machine Gun Kelly in previous years as DLC, and they're doing this again. I had wondered if we were gonna get like Snoop Dogg as a playable character at some point. I kind of thought he was gonna end up being pre-order bonus because of all the association he's had with WWE, but Post Malone, it'll be cool. I wonder what the model is gonna look like, because Machine Gun Kelly, they did like a lot for his entrance with the guitar and all of that and the smoke, and they made it like pretty good. So they're gonna get a full scan of Post Malone. I just wonder what the entrance is gonna be. Hopefully then we'd be able to just use that entrance motion if it's good, and then you can use it for your creations. And the other day, 2K also revealed a couple of more screenshots. First one is really exciting, and is that of Teddy Long. Holla holla, play. It's gonna be a tag team match with The Undertaker. The Undertaker! So I can't wait to have Teddy Long in the game. In what capacity, I don't know. If he's going to be a manager, playable character, My GM, we just don't know yet. So it's going to be fun though. It's confirmed that Teddy Long is going to be in the game. The model in this screenshot here looks awesome. They got a really good attention to detail with this, but it does give me hope that we could see more managers or just more legends like a Teddy Long coming into the game, because the roster is supposed to be really beefed up this year. They also updated and included this screenshot here of The Rock, but I did see a lot of commotion online for a lot of people that are a little worried and skeptical that it's the outdated Rock. So from just looking at this screenshot alone, it looks just like his 2K23 model. It doesn't look like he has his brand new tattoo on his arm. I hope that's not the case. Hopefully that if it doesn't have the tattoo now, that they would be able to do that and add that in by the time the game launches. But if it's not included, my guess is that it might have something to do with the legalities of trying to get the tattoo added on to him into the game. Maybe they're not allowed to, because there were reports before with 2K23, I think, and Randy Orton and making his tattoos available and being able to get them in there, and there was some dispute lawsuit with the tattoo artist and doing that. So it could be one of those situations, I'm guessing here, but I hope it does mean that we will get the updated Rock with the updated tattoo. I think that's pretty important to make sure it's just really accurate for players. So what do you think of the roster reveal so far? With these brand new names being added in and some making their appearance for the first time in the WWE 2K game, I'm excited to see what the roster has for us this year. But if you want to talk more about who could be added into the roster and deep diving the showcase trailer and everything we know so far, click this video right here because we go in depth on the entire mode. Have a great day, everybody. See ya.